Good afternoon. Today we're going to talk about families immigrating to Canada. It is estimated that 401,000 people from all over the world immigrated to Canada with a permanent residence in 2021. Immigration accounts for almost 100% of the labor growth, and by 2036, immigrants will represent 30% of the population.
Viraj and Anusha have two kids who are struggling in school. Here they are poor. Viraj arrived 5 years ago. He sponsored his family so that they have permanent resident status upon arriving in Canada. He speaks English and works as an assistant manager at a grocery store. He used to be a mechanical engineer, and Anusha worked as a bank teller. Here she knows little English.
The main impacts: health and wellness, cultural shock, employment and poverty, language and education. Health and wellness. The importance of well-being. It's important to take care of your body. Contributing to your health can benefit your body in more ways than one. You can gain more energy, find enjoyment in your life, and help your body perform better. Anusha's challenges. Anusha has been feeling depressed since coming to Canada. One main problem could be the lack of financial stability and support from the government. She could also be feeling loneliness and having social anxiety preventing her from interacting with new people. Mental health resources. Here are some resources that Anusha or her family members could use for free. There are two helplines that they could call for free, or they could go to a local mental health center. Nelson Mental Health Services. Interior Health works in part with Nelson Community, and they provide mental health and substance use services for all people. Additional strategies. If Anusha feels that she wants to find strategies elsewhere, she can look online, and she can do things like things that she enjoys, get some sunshine, meditate, or try a mindfulness practice.
Employment is a significant piece of monetary, social, and ecological cycle and method of any country. Employment increases people's financial status and helps people to grow physically and mentally. There are some problems which new immigrants face when apply for a work: language barrier, culture differences in the workplace, lack of local services, networking, experience, and discrimination. Now I'm discussing about the challenges which faced by a parents related to employment: failure to install moral values, a life that is imbalanced, time is limited. The paucity of the time is one of the most pressing parenting difficulties that many parents confront nowadays, a lack of emotional bonding. Viraj and Anusha qualify for BC's Rental Assistance Program, a housing assistance benefit paid monthly to eligible low-income families whose employment exceeds $40,000 annually. Kootenay Career Development Society is a non-profit organization located in the West Kootenay boundary region. It provides essential work skills, certificates such as a first aid, food aids, women's job equipment, paid employment training.
Language. Click. What are stigmatizing thoughts of a person whose English is not fluent? The stigma. Pity, charity associated with the less fortunate. Society often believes that the poor are somehow responsible for their own economic hardship due to some sort of personal failure or shortcoming. Amy Tan wrote, "I can think of no way to describe it other than broken, as if it were damaged and needed to be fixed, as if everything is limited, including people's perception of the limited English speaker. My mother's limited English limited my perception of her. Difficult communication is an obstacle. It's frustrating and time-consuming. Discomfort with the unknown. I accept immigrants' existence. I do not need to celebrate diversity. Somebody else will," relating to the bystander effect. Facing societal inequity, communication affects Anusha's integration into Canadian culture in terms of connecting with people, health, wellness, safety, access, services, programs, and employment. Assist her children with schoolwork, helping her family settle into new life, sense of achievement, and direction. Although the children of Anusha and Viraj speak some English and will absorb the culture and language, it is a barrier outside of school. To integrate into Canadian life successfully, they must build new connections with friends, activities, and a sense of community while keeping connections with the lives that they led in India. C-ball. Anusha and Viraj can access language settlement services from Columbia Basin Alliance for Literacy. They believe that literacy and learning contributes to strengthening of communities and provides free services and programs for all ages. Language services. Click. Group classes. Navigate now settlement services. Quite a few of them.
Education, parents and children involved. There are a lot of factors to consider when it comes to education, but the most important are that many immigrant parents have a mindset and misconception about how Canadian education system work. They also have a desire for their immigrant children to succeed at school, to have a career because of what they have done to be in Canada. Immigrant students also feel a little bit confident and welcome when they are in a school with diverse students, a multicultural school. And of course, adequate to the education structure in Canada is a continuous process. Due to what the case study mentioned, both of the children are not doing well at school in some of their courses. They are also facing bullying and they feel that they are not welcome. For that reason, clinicians who work with the government focus on helping immigrant students to adjust and succeed in school. They connect families with community resources and they encourage school boards to give a warm welcome. They also introduce the settlement school boards to immigrant families. The settlement school boards help families and children to understand how the Canadian education structure works and how other things function in Canada. Mosaic has a program which is very interesting and is related with education. Mosaic is a multilingual, non-profit organization that addresses difficulties newcomers face in Canada. The Settlement Worker School is a program that helps newcomers to adapt to the Canadian education. They have free assistance and some extracurricular activities that immigrant families can do. They also have one-on-one conversation to answer some questions newcomers may have about the Canadian structure and education and some other related questions that they may have. They also have community involved in all this process so that the family can understand and can feel welcome and also know that they are not the only ones in the same process right now. Thank you.